Good morning, everyone. In this video, we are going to start discussion about the engine efficiencies and their importance in the determining the performance of the engines. First of all, we have to know certain terms like indicated power and brake power. This is IP and BP. We have to consider first of all that we have fuel filled up in the fuel tank, and we know that it is only the fuel which on burning gives the required power for the vehicle to move. So when we have this concept in our minds, we first draw a fuel tank, and this is the fuel inside it. So logically we are in a situation to think that the calorific value of the fuel, that is the energy content of the fuel, has definitely a vital role to play. That is the CV, calorific value of the fuel, has a vital role to play inside the efficiencies while determining the efficiencies of the engine. So this is CV, that is the calorific value, and the mass of the fuel which is burnt per unit time, that is the mf dot. It is denoted by mf dot, that is the mass of the fuel consumed or burnt per unit time. It has got the units of kg per second. So this is kg per second is the unit of mf dot, kg per second, and unit of mf dot. Also when it is multiplied by CV, that is the calorific value. Calorific value has got the units of kilojoule per kg. Here kg denotes the kg of fuel, and this kg also denotes the kg of fuel. When these two terms are multiplied, mf dot into CV, that is mf dot into CV, when these two things are multiplied, they give kg per second into kilojoule per kg. So the unit becomes finally kilojoule per second, and this is nothing but the energy supplied by the fuel per second, and this is the denominator term. This is this term, energy supplied by the fuel, kilojoule per second, and its numerical value is mf dot into q. Here calorific value is represented by q. It is q is nothing but the calorific value, and more specifically it is a lower calorific value. Also, this is the first concept that we have to understand. Second concept is regarding the indicated power and the brake power, IP and BP. So what is IP? The fuel which we have filled into the fuel tank, that goes inside the cylinder. Let us draw a cylinder, and it goes inside the cylinder during the suction stroke, and supposedly this is the piston, and during the suction stroke the fuel enters inside the combustion chamber, and it is this fuel which upon burning during the power stroke or the expansion stroke produces power. But the entire energy of the fuel, entire energy content of the fuel which the fuel delivers while burning or while during combustion, does not get converted into the effective power. Some of it gets lost as the radiation losses, radiation loss, while some of it also gets converted also gets lost as the exhaust. So the total energy of the fuel upon combustion, when these two losses are subtracted, radiation losses, exhaust losses, it provides the effective force, effective energy necessary for the movement of the piston downwards from TDC to BDC during the power stroke. Please note, all these things happen during the power stroke, and I shall mention it here. This is the power stroke or the expansion stroke, which is the stroke number 3 in the 4-stroke engines. So when we know that this is the energy, effective energy, which is able to drive the piston downwards, and during the drive of the piston downwards, we know that the piston is doing some work. So this rate of doing of work is called as the indicated power, and this is the power which is required to drive the engine, because power is nothing but the rate at which the work is done. So the energy supplied, the energy produced by burning of the fuel, when losses are subtracted from this energy, it provides the useful energy necessary for the bringing down of the piston. And during this bringing down of the piston from TDC to BDC, the work is done by the gases, and the work is done by this energy, and that is why it is called as the power, that is the indicated power. So this is the indicated power, and let us understand now the brake power. Brake power. So this is the engine, and the power, the indicated power, drives the piston downwards, and the piston is connected to the connecting rod by means of a Gaussian pin, and thereby this is the crank, and the crankshaft is located in a plane perpendicular to the plane of the paper, like this, perpendicular to it. So when the crankshaft rotates, at one end of the crankshaft, the other devices like the transmission system, and after that we have the propeller. We shall demarcate it by this color. This is the propeller shaft, and this is the differential, and these are the axle, these are the wheels. And please note that we are talking about the rear power drive vehicles. And so when the power is transferred via the piston to the connecting rod, this is the connecting rod, to the crankshaft, to the transmission system, and to the propeller shaft, this is the propeller shaft, and to the differential, and finally to the rear wheels, there is a lot of friction losses and pumping losses. Energy is lost, and also we do not have the full 100% transmission efficiency. That is why power is lost during the in the transmission system, and this is due to friction and due to other rubbing losses. All these losses are considered into the friction power, and pumping losses also we have, and we can see very well that the pumping losses and the friction losses, and the power finally available at the wheels of the vehicle, it is called as the brake power. It is actually the useful mechanical power or the mechanical energy available at the wheels, and it is called as the brake power. So we have a simple relation which we all must be knowing. A simple relation, that is IP can be written in the form of BP plus FP. It is one relation that is very important for us, and the second relation we can write in terms of mechanical efficiency. What mechanical efficiency, that is neta m, can be defined as BP by IP, brake power by indicated power. So this is one term which we define in order to assess the performance of the engine. Second and third terms, nearly we have 5 terms related to the engine efficiencies, and the next one is the indicated thermal efficiency, that is the neta IT. Since we have also discussed neta IT is what? It is the indicated power IP divided by MF dot into CV. We have already discussed that it is the fuel finally which drives the vehicle. It is the burning of the fuel which drives the vehicle in an appropriate manner. So here 2 terms are important. First one is the rate of consumption of the fuel or burning of the fuel, that is MF dot, and CV, that is the calorific value of the fuel, and more specifically the lower calorific value. So when we divide these two, we get the energy supplied by the fuel. Energy supplied by the fuel. Energy supplied by fuel. And we can also highlight it this way. It is situated in the denominator. We can see this term, energy supplied by the fuel, and we have also seen its unit. It is in kg per second. So the ratio of IP divided by MF dot into CV gives an account of the indicated thermal efficiency of the engine. Similarly, we have the brake thermal efficiency.